Well, we cruised on over to Dad's house and we bought another truck. I don't know if it was a good idea. I bought it based off of a picture. I've only seen one picture of it. I never really looked at it in person. But it was for sale right next to Dad and right next to Dad's house. So I think we may have got a good deal. I really don't know. Let's get out and take a look at what we bought. I hope it was a good deal. Here we go. Well, here she is. Initial impressions: big, red, and rusty. It's a International 4700, the DT466E. This right here is pretty much the picture that I bought it from. Obviously, it was a still frame and not a video. And she's a little crusty. This right here is not looking so hot. That's a problem. Gonna have to do something with that. This right here, not so good at all. I mean, yeah, gonna have to do something with that. This too. Got Dad here putting on our temporary support so we can put some mud flaps on it. Looks like the tires got some pretty sweet flat spots on them, or cupped. Cupped really bad. I don't know what that even is. Oh, these were on the front, so yeah. Rims are pretty crusty. What size are the tires of those? 11R, 22.5. So we got our lights, and this is going to be our mud flap bracket. We just have to get some mud flaps attached there. Well, the frame's definitely rusty thanks to the good old rust belt. We definitely have some damage here. This is a laminated frame, so it has an outer wrap on it. The outer wrap up here in the front right behind the cab's messed up. And then in the rear of the truck back here by Dad, right by the drive tires and the spring suspension, it's pretty ugly. That goes back down to a single frame in the back. Good news is that's all going to go away. The main plan for this is we're going to shorten this chassis and turn this into a dump truck, hopefully. Let's get around here up in the engine area, take a look at that. Good news is it doesn't appear the hood's broken. A lot of these, the front of the hood will get all busted up. The front of the frame, at least on this side, doesn't look too hateful. Get in here and check the fluids on this. Definitely got oil in it. She's a little low, but that's probably going to expand once she warms up. One of the first things we're going to do here is definitely change the oil on this old girl. Good news is doesn't smell like it has a bunch of fuel in it. It's definitely not all white like it's got water in it. It's good and black. That's always a good sign. This is the DT466E for electronic, I believe, ignition or electronic controlled injection. I believe this is probably the injection control. Looks like they got a note here, 34 quarts of oil. I've never worked on one of these, but I understand this is a really good engine that's very reliable. The E is just the newer version of it. The original DT466 has a very good reputation. This one has hydraulic brakes. Get up here and... Yep, definitely fluid in there. She's clear full. Okay. So we're gonna go over to the other side and check the coolant. Oh God. Okay. Looks like she's good and green. All the way up the side here. It's a good sign. Air filter restriction gauge, that all looks good. Probably get a new filter though. So the frame here in the front doesn't look nearly as bad as behind the cab, so that's a good sign. Got a new alternator on it. Turbo. Dad's working on getting the mud flaps out. Nice part about these is they were freebies. Can't feel my fingers.
Yeah, I don't feel mine. I got gloves on.
So you need these anytime you're transporting something without mud flaps. To be legal, you need to have mud flaps. These technically should be a shade longer, but this is what we're dealing with. We got it ratchet strapped on here. We're gonna use this to try to get this thing home. So I don't even know how to say that. Wausau, W-A-U-S-A-U. These are some freebie samples that they weren't given to me, but we got them from work. Some freebie samples. They're just laying around getting ready for the trash. Saving them and making them work. Best part, freebie. Now for the fun part. Let's go up here and cold start this thing. I don't know exactly how cold it is. Maybe in the 30s. But I have not started this, and I have never heard this thing run. Well, Dad got all excited and gung-ho and got her fired up. It just popped off like that. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. I'll let you sit down here and check out the exhaust after we get her warmed up a little bit. See what kind of smoke she's spitting out. Well, the in-cab accommodations aren't so hot. The seat's seen better days. We're gonna have to, yeah, definitely upgrade that. A little questionable on the temperature gauge, hasn't moved a whole lot. We're gonna take this rig down to the fuel station, get some fresh diesel in it because it has not been fueled up in over a year. So it's got old diesel fuel in it. We're gonna put that in there with a little power service. Here we go. A little touchy on the clutch. She's a little bumpy. Oh, hit low gear.
You want Patty?
Sure. All right, here we go. He is one bumpy SOB. Woo! We need some weight out there. Checking the headlights here. Looks like the front's good. Now we're gonna go back and check the taillights. And good. Dad's gonna go up and bump the brakes, make sure we got brake lights. Oh yeah, and good. Gotta get our diesel power service in there. I put this stuff in everything after I almost got froze up on the side of the road. It's a nice little safety measure, and it's good for the engine. Carry yourself some paper funnels along. You're ready to rock and roll. Let's see. And we'll put in about, how much is in this? 80? We'll put in about 40. Keep this the rest of the jug in the truck with our paper funnels here for the next time we fuel her up. So this front fender's got some cracks up in here where it's broken. Dad thinks we can repair that by fiberglassing the inside of it, as if you hold it back where it's supposed to go, the crack will almost go away as it meshes with itself. So that's probably something we're going to be fixing in the channel at a later date. I think this old girl will make a pretty sweet dump truck, and I'm pretty excited about it myself. I have wanted a dump truck for a long time now, and I think we need it with the progression of our channel. I think we're going to get into some dirt work and some excavating, hopefully, in the future. And one of the key missing pieces, aside from an excavator, will be a dump truck. And this old girl, hopefully, will become that dump truck, unless we change our mind. So, welcome to the Flat Thunder Channel International 4700. Well, I didn't notice this at first, but I think we got ourselves a manual pump up air ride seat. Riding down to the fuel station, that was really low and cumbersome to kind of drive. I felt like a little kid sitting up there behind the wheel. Yeah, that's way better. I'm up where I'm supposed to be now. All right, let's get this thing back to the house. Well, I hope you guys are as excited as I am to welcome this old chassis to the Flat Thunder channel. I've been wanting a dump truck since, well, for a long time now. And hopefully we can turn this little girl into a dump truck with a dump body, a hoist, and some repairs. I mean, we got a long way to go, but hopefully we can get there before the end of this year. Right now, she's gonna go in storage while we try to wrap up some of our other projects. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave your questions and comments in that section below, and don't forget to punch that subscribe button your way out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh yeah. DT466 dump truck, baby. I'm excited.